Hey, this is old Uncle Mark with a 3-string cigar box guitar, and playing into my vintage 47 amp here. And song called Riders on the Storm by the Doors. And there's two ways to play this song. You can play it acoustically, where you would just be going, or you can play it electric, which is the way I do it. Okay, so that's how I do it, but let me turn off these overdrives. So I'm going to show it to you acoustic, and then I'll show it to you electric. So it's a pretty easy tune. You just got to get a few concepts in. So let me just show you what I'm doing here. Riders on the storm, riders on the storm, into this house we're born, into this world we're thrown, like a dog without a bone, and after out alone, riders on the storm. That is the whole song, okay? But let me show you to you how I do it with some overdrive, and then you'll get an idea of the two differences. Riders on the storm, riders on the storm, into this house we're born. Like a dog without a bone, and actor out alone, riders on the storm. It's all how you want to do it. So let's break down what we're doing. I've turned off my overdrive so you can see. The trick to this song, the song is in E, and you know, if you really broke it down, you'd be playing an E, you'd be playing a F sharp, a G, F sharp, E. And the way I play this E is I put my first finger on this D string at the 2nd fret. So on the open, G, G sharp A, B flat B, C, C sharp D. Okay? But on the D string, it's a D at the 0 fret, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp A, etc. So I am just putting my first finger here on that E note, and I am also putting my 3rd finger here on this G, G sharp, A, B flat, B. So I've got those two notes, and I am taking my finger and holding it on this G string. I really don't want it to play. I just want those two notes. It's really an E minor, but I just don't want it to be an E minor. I just want it to be these two notes, like a dyad. 2 notes is a dyad, 3 notes is a chord. So I just want these notes. And if I hang on to this when I strum right here, I won't play it by accident. That's how I mute it, so you don't really hear it. Right? So those are the 3 things we're doing. So you're on this E, then you're going to move up a whole step, which is 2 frets. So you're going to be, see where the dot is? Below the dot 1 fret. And then you're going to come up above the dot 1 fret. Then you're going to come up to the dot here. So you're going to go. And that little trick is. So it's just a. So that's that little part. So here we go. But we're just going to play it here. Okay, then we're going to go to B, then we're going to go to C, then we're back. Then we go to this dot right there, the D, we go to C, then we go back, we grab our string, riders on the storm, riders on the storm, into this house we're born. See, I let go of that string, now I grab a hold of it again. Into this world we're thrown, like a dog without a bone, and after out alone. Grab the string again. Riders on the storm. All right. So that's how that whole song goes. It just goes over and over and over just like that. There's a wonderful Ray Manzarek. Sounds like rain. And I can guess with my guitar how I want to play that. And, you know, if you had a delay pedal and everything, but you can play it right up in here. So we're now in the upper register, and these notes all apply, okay? So we have the B, we have the A, we have the G, we have the F sharp, we have the E, we have the D, we have the C. So all of these notes work. You can do all of those notes right here. Okay, so here you are. So you can also go all the way up to E. And just kind of figure this out. E. Okay? So you're on E here. C sharp, D. And you're just kind of fool around with this and get to kind of where you want to be. And just fool around with these notes. You can start on E, or you can start here. You know, wherever you'd like to start. Just find a good spot that sounds good to your ears. This is one of these little solo parts where you really kind of have to find your path. You can start on E here. I'm going to hold the string again, and I'm going to go right into a little solo, so watch this. Fool around with this and kind of play and find these notes that don't sound sour to your ear. Your ear is the only ear that's important, you know. So I'm going to turn on the overdrive pedals again and give you an idea of what this sounds like with some overdrive. And kind of where you're at, and that's kind of what you want to sound like, you know, when you're kind of overdriven. So, like I said, keep your finger on this for these first few chords. Just hang on to dear life here. Use your pinky, this finger, whatever, and if you like, you can kick on your overdrives and do the. And what I'm doing is just playing individual notes. All right, Riders on the Storm. You should get that pretty easy. It's Uncle Mark in the mothership. I do have a donate link down below. It's a paypal.me/Uncle Mark Tips. I hope you enjoy the Doors and this lesson on the Doors. It's a great tune to play in a bar. Everybody knows it and everybody loves it. Easy tune to learn. You probably know the lyrics already. So fool around with this, and we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.